To welcome everyone back. Um, Hypnotherapist.com. I am Debra Young, and the last time that we got together, we were in beautiful 7th Street Park in Charlotte, North Carolina, and today I wanted us to sort of have a little visit here up at Lake Norman for a couple of different reasons. We're going to talk in a couple of minutes about the importance of sleep and getting out in nature and our stress levels and that sorts of thing. And I think if we are lucky enough to have a beautiful setting like this, out on the water somewhere, or maybe we can walk in the woods, or even if we only are able to get into the park, we live in the middle of the city during the day. There's lots of beautiful places, green spaces around the urban areas all over the country right now. It's really important to get connected with nature for a number of reasons. It lowers your stress levels. There are lots of studies showing that it's a great antidepressant, anti-anxiety in a natural setting, and it just really makes you feel good. The earth nourishes us, it supports us, it sustains us. Every step you take, you can maybe think of as a little bit of a healing process for your body. And we tend to pull back, we tend to get really involved in being inside and with our technology and our work and our busy lives, and we drive all over the place. So I would say, make a commitment to yourself and to the people that you love to get out in nature every day. It'll really make a positive difference in your lives. I want to talk for just a minute about sleep, and then we are going to go into a nice guided meditation for just a few moments. And I do want to mention that because we are outside, there are going to be some different distractions. You'll notice that there's a boat going by in the background. You may hear a dog bark, or the birds. You might get distracted by the beauty because the fall leaves are changing. But this is how life pretty much is, and we have distractions in our own lives every day, in our homes, and with the people we work, in our settings. So I want you to, when we do go into the meditation part, I want you to really sort of let that fade into the background and just focus more and more on my voice, and this will be a beautiful experience. So the thing about sleep is there is so much research now showing that the majority of us are sleep deprived, unfortunately, for a number of reasons. And sleep is vitally important. It's tied into our immunity, the power of there are studies that show that when you do shift work at night, it just really messes your circadian rhythm up and puts you at a higher risk for cancer and other disease processes. It definitely impacts your cognitive decision-making abilities, impulsivity. It will help you to be less impulsive when you make decisions. You'll feel more balanced. Your heart is healthier. You're just less depressed and anxious. A lot of reasons that we need to get good sleep, and a lot of times we don't get into that good level 4, that deep sleep where the brain actually is able to repair itself from all the high metabolic processes that we go through during the day when we're active. So it's really vitally important to do a couple of things to get prepared for bedtime. Number one is, if you can, ideally 2 hours before bed, you want to sort of put up your technology. And if 2 hours seems kind of crazy, an hour would be, I think, the minimum, for lots of reasons. These screens emit blue light that really is disruptive to the brain. It's very stimulating, so it's sort of counterproductive to what we're trying to achieve right before bedtime. You also want to maybe sort of have a little bit of a ritual that you put together. Maybe it's you make a cup of tea and you have a hot bath, or maybe you just sit quietly and meditate for a few minutes. Maybe you write in your journal and just sort of get down anything important that you want to remember, so you don't carry that into the bedroom with you, and you have it down on paper. You sort of are able to discharge some stressful things that happen during the day if you get into the habit of journaling. So these are just a couple of different things that you can do to get ready for bed. And if you create this ritual and sort of practice it on a regular basis, your body will start to look for this, and it's going to tell your brain, okay, we're gonna wind down now. It's bedtime. It's time to sleep. So what I invite everyone to do is just to find a really comfortable seat and begin to maybe just take a few cleansing breaths, I call them, where you A deep breath in through your nose and just nice and easy, let it out. You're beginning to notice the quality of your breath. Sometimes we get a little bit of tightness across our chest, so we need to exhale for a little bit longer. It'll help that inhale be a little bit smoother, a little bit easier. So you want to take a few breaths in and out through your nose, and you're just winding down, just closing your eyes. And as you do this, maybe begin to notice how your jaw is. We hold a tremendous amount of tension in lots of different areas in our body, but particularly in our jaw, in our shoulders, and our stomach. So maybe you can allow your teeth to separate and let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. You're just watching your breathing now, watching the muscles in your jaw relax. And as you do this, I want you to imagine that there's this beautiful light. It's sort of healing energy that's swirling above the top of your head. And we're going to go ahead and have that energy. I want you to focus on that energy as you continue to just breathe in and out. And I want you to allow that energy to begin to descend to the top of your head, to your brain, down through your face. This energy will just begin to swirl, relieving tension. And it's going to naturally go to wherever you may need some healing, some letting go. Continue with your breathing. Moving down through your neck, into your shoulders. Moving down through your arms. Maybe discharging any extra tension right out through your fingertips. Healing energy moving through your body. Continuing to allow this light to move down through your chest and into your abdomen, into your core, softening the solar plexus. Down through the hips and the pelvis and into the legs. Just scanning and releasing the tension right now. You can go ahead and allow this healing light, this energy, to gather up any remaining tension and just to flow right out the bottom of your feet. You feel the relief, just breathing in, breathing out. One more time, just allowing this energy to move slowly from the top of your head down to the entire body, right at the bottom of your feet. Just healing, going intuitively wherever the body needs it, releasing and letting go. Focusing on your breathing. Noticing the quality of your breath, noticing the inhale and the exhale. Just breathing in and breathing out, relaxing. Letting go of anything that no longer serves you. I encourage you to continue just to observe your breath for another moment or so.